How's everybody doing? I want to welcome you to the online course, and I want to let you know I don't know where to look. So if it looks like my eyes are veering around, it's because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to look at the picture, if I'm supposed to look at the light, what I'm supposed to do, but I'm doing my best here. So I actually teach three classes online. I teach NHM 310, which is Hospitality Managerial Accounting, NHM 441, which is Hospitality Systems Management, and NHM 467, which is Hospitality Services Financial Management. NHM 467 I've taught more than the other two. 310 has been taught about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. And NHM 441 I had to put online last semester halfway through the course, and I hope to teach it online completely in the upcoming semesters. That being said, I just want to go ahead and give you all a little bit of my philosophy on online teaching and how to be successful from a student perspective. The first challenges that you have is that there's no regimented schedule as there is in an on-ground class. So you have to be diligent on watching the lectures on a weekly basis and not getting behind. What I've found is that students that work on the courses throughout the time period between classes do extremely well. And those that wait till the last day or two and try to rush through lectures, rush through homework, rush through discussions, usually are not very successful in the test. Couple reasons. One, this isn't just a quick memorization type course, or any of those three are not quick memorization type courses. There's something that you need to really conceptually understand. And taking from marketing, there's three ways to learn. There's primacy, recency, and repetition. Repetition, of course, is seeing things a whole lot. So if you think about songs that you hear on the radio, the song that you hear the most, you're going to remember. The first song in the morning that you hear might be stuck in your head, or the last song you hear before you turn off your radio in the car and go into class. And of course, for me, when I was growing up, it was always the song on the radio that I despised, and it was in my head all day. So what I recommend that y'all do is set a time or times during the week that you're going to go ahead and focus on your online class and be diligent about that time. During that time, you need to go ahead and watch the video lectures, take notes as if you were in a real classroom, and use those notes to study by. Now, what I always do is I always test from my lectures. So there's not test material from the textbooks that I don't cover. So you want to go ahead and use the textbook, if there is one in the course, to help you with the materials that I've covered in case you need clarification. After you go ahead and watch the video, and the beauty of the videos, especially in accounting and finance, is you could actually go ahead and have the video up with a problem example and work your homework, and go back and forth, rewind and forward on the lecture example to help you with the homework. Once you finish your homework, you need to go ahead and watch the solutions video. Now, my philosophy with accounting and finance is that when you do your homework, you learn what you don't know. So some parts of it are going to be pretty self-explanatory, some of them are pretty intuitive, and there's other areas where you really just have to remember how things happen, how problems are worked from beginning to end. And so then once you go ahead and do your homework and watch the solutions video, my expectation is that you do your homework over and over again until you've mastered the topic. As far as studying for tests, that primacy and recency works great. So you go ahead and you set up your desk the night before wherever you're going to study, and have your notes that you've written and your problems that you're going to work and the solutions somewhere nearby. And first thing in the morning when you wake up, you don't get on your phone, you don't turn on the TV, you don't turn on the radio. You go ahead and dig into your notes, you dig into your homework, and you'll find that you can do a couple of hours worth of studying in an hour's time or in 45 minutes time. And the closer you get to the test, you'll be running through your notes, and you'll pretty much have them memorized. And memorization is not the key, but knowing what we've covered is very important, because that way you can conceptualize it, you can understand it, and I always test critical thinking skills. So I'll take a couple of topics that we've covered and I'll combine them in one problem. And if you've had any of my classes or talked to anybody who has my classes, they'll tell you that my tests are tough. They're tough because they require you to go ahead and apply the knowledge and not just memorize it in a lot of aspects. If you're having difficulties in the class, even though it's virtual, if it's during the 9-month semester, I do have office hours. If it's during the summers, I am available. I'm available either by phone, I'm available with office hours, and we can even Skype if we need to. I've taught these classes so many times that a lot of times you can just go ahead and email me your homework, and we can talk over the phone, and I can walk you through where you're having your challenges. But just like on ground classes, you as students don't take advantage of the office hours enough, and the time that especially for me in my classes, that I'm willing to help you with. So please take advantage of that time. And if you're stuck on a problem, if you're stuck on a concept, don't spend an hour, 30 minutes trying to figure it out yourself. Email me, give me a call, let's set up a time to meet, and in 5, 10, 15 minutes I can usually walk you through the challenge you have and clarify whatever it is you don't understand. And I'm looking behind me, and I guess I should clean my office a little bit. It looks a little cluttered, but that's the life of a professor. So let me just look at my notes and see if I've forgotten anything that I really wanted to cover. It looks like I've covered pretty much everything. You need to have a textbook right away. You need to be diligent, like I said, in your times that you set aside for your course, just as you would an on-ground course. And you need to go ahead and realize that I'm a valuable resource and I'm here for you. And if you ask anybody who's ever had any of my classes, I respond to emails, I respond to phone calls. I'll spend as much time as you need if it's in the office to help you be successful in the class. So I welcome you to the new class, to the online course. I'm doing this video for all 3 classes because I think really being successful in an online class is it doesn't really matter the topic as much as the diligence and the maturity of setting time aside for the course and using that time. And I wish you the best in the course. Good luck.